we doing there, boys and girls? Good morning, good morning. How we doing, boys and girls? Welcome in, welcome in. It's been a few days. Hope everybody's well. We've got ourselves a cheeky reset over here in the EU now. Somebody tells me there's a mage tower afoot. Somebody tells me there's a final chapter of a campaign to complete. Somebody tells me there's an LFR to obliterate for some easy tier. How are we all doing though today? We good? Yes. Before you all dive in, yes, I took a few extra days off. Did you take some days off to focus on the Nazjatar Mount? Wasn't specifically on the Nazjatar Mount, no. A concoction of A, not being too well, and B, just taking a few days to relax. Like, 50-50. I wasn't ill, I was just tired, is the easy answer. Plus, I'm at a comfortable point in Warcraft at the moment. It's kind of one of the things that tends to happen when you hit a target, when you hit a goal, when you achieve an achievement. You kind of, you feel comfortable. I hit the 100 million goal and I was like, yep, we're good now. We're good. The irony is though, the quantity of people that I see kicking about now making not just gold cap but tens of gold caps is wild. It's almost as if 100 million has become the new 10 million, which had not really become the new 1 million yet. It's quite crazy just how wealthy goblins are getting. Cractorio hit me. Not Cractorio, not Cractorio so much, but I have been playing some City Skylines. I loaded up City Skylines yesterday and gave that a blast for a few hours, which was quite fun. Something I'd been contemplated doing for a YouTube series or to do on stream for a little while, but as I was in just kind of sit down, chill, relax mode, I just booted it up and played it casually off stream. It's good fun though, not played it for a long time. But we have a few things to do. With a reset upon us, what's this funky thing on my back? Why have I got a backpack on? Can somebody tell me why I've got a backpack on? What's this backpack debuff? Vom backpack. Plenty of room to carry Vombata cubs. Haha! That's clever. This world quest comes with a backpack. Hey, you live and you learn. Well, there we go then. I got a few dailies I want to get done in Zereth Mortis. I want to get basically, I'm just desperately going to try and keep chipping away at this reputation. Exalted is something I absolutely definitely need to achieve, and if I don't actually focus on it, then it'll slip past. Exalted is so grossly grindy this patch for some reason. Usually the last patch they tend to like to give you the I sense a hotfix coming at some point. Maybe with 925. I sense a hotfix for them to make the Enlightened rep more manageable, because 55 days of doing everything is just too much, I think, for the final faction. There's a daily with the chickens is up. It can drop the pet schematic that no one has yet. Oh, this one, cluck cluck boom. Yes, this has the what is it? This is the multi chicken. Is it multi chicken? No, violent poultrid schematic. Oh well, we absolutely need to go do that as well then. Let's throw some priority on that one. Let's get that one done. Barely a grind at 11.6k. Haven't handed in patterns yet. 11.6k haven't handed in patterns yet. But let's not forget we are like 5 weeks into the patch at this point. For it to take that long to get exalted, I think is yeah, questionable. I disagreed pretty aggressively with the length of time that it took you to do stuff anyway. But like I said, I sense maybe a bit of a hot fix. Now, does this mean I don't get it? Does this mean I don't get it, or is it just? Do you get it when you recalibrate a chicken?
Leave me to my thoughts.
How do we know when we do or don't get the schematic? I don't know. Let's get some enhancements on the go real quick. Friends at 4K into a Paragon box, but he did contract daily every single world quest. See why? Just why? There's not anything that shiny at Exalted. Hey, if you enjoy doing it, who am I to say? If you enjoy doing it, just do it. These ones where you sure, we'll have that one. Methinks I need to fix my inventory as well. That's the thing, PTR, it was on completion, chance to drop from completing the quest, but now nobody's reported the drop. Any bets on the quest being bugged? Possibly. I would say quite possibly. Bunch of leech or some crit chance. We'll go crit chance. More damage, more good. Oh, the Helic one. This is a handy one to have, just because it's funny. Oh, we're going to go do the world boss as well. If we go kill the world boss, we'll have that one. Yoink. That's a fun one to have during the world boss. Mantheus, the master healer. No cooldown. More damage, more good. Is that 4? We need one more. Haste by a bunch. Oh, the toxic one as well. Go on then. Go on then. Toxic one and the heal one. We're going to do all the damage and all the healing. We're going to do all of the things. On top of whatever we have in our gear, which is plus 5 agi? Plus 5 agi. All the damage, all the gear. Right, lovely stuff. Before I forget then, and before I do something silly, let's go kill the world boss. We'll go kill the world boss first. That's a fun one. Does that mean then that these violent poultry pets are like... Are there any on the auction house? Because if they're not on the auction house, it's a very strong indication that the quest is just straight up bugged. Has anybody actually got it? Well. That could be an interesting one to keep your eyes on, because, you know, first, well, it's also kind of early, I'd say, but yeah, but that doesn't mean that, are there any on the auction house just full stop? Because I shit you not, if you have that pattern, and if you realise you're sat on a gold mine, you can basically, you got the market yourself. You could cash in on that one big time. Oh, hang on, let's find a group.
Of a harrowing presence threatening the Northern Isle. We cannot allow this menace to remain.
If there's gold to be made, those will be listed a few minutes after reset. Yeah.
We cannot allow this menace to remain.
Let's close all of this. Yeah, whatever. Cool. Oh, look at the healing numbers. Should we change it to healing done just because it's funny? Healing done. These Zereth Mortius buffs, some of them are seriously broken. But it's good, right? Because how often have you come across a group of people killing the world boss and there not be one single healer? Not a single person casting a heal. So I guess this little broken buff levels the playing field out a little bit. This should just be a loot pinata. Let's not mess about. So. A loot pinata that, to my knowledge, I don't think has ever given me loot. Oh no, I lie. I think I got a 252 p. Is it 252, 259? I can't remember. I don't even think the gear on this dude's any good. Just casually topping the healing meters. Nothing wrong with that. I can do with healing myself. Holy shit. If I'm going to top the healing meters, we could do with a few people topping the DPS meters. This dude's taking forever. People awake. Oh god, I'm nearly top of the damage meters. That's half the problem. I get concerned when I'm top of the damage meters. Me being top of the damage meters means this group is shit. Where's all my mythic raiders at? All playing board, that's what they're doing. Come on, let's go, go, go. Oh god, I am genuinely top of the damage, that's gross. That shouldn't happen. Professional button presser over here. Should not be top of the tree. Boom! Dead. Topped all the meters. What a broken game. What a broken game. No loot though. No loot. No loot, no problems. Right, let's get some world quests done, then we'll do that chicken quest, whatever it was called. Oh! Ha ha! Can anybody work out what's the dumb thing I've done? Can anybody work out the dumb thing I've done? Just real quick. I'm sure some of you have figured it out already. I've gone done goofed. Done a whoopsie. Okay, let me fix my whoopsie first, and then we'll continue. There's a little quest that you should probably pick up before you start doing things like killing the world boss. A little quest that is completed on a weekly basis. Oops. Whatever. RIP 20%. Ah, it just means we have to pick up 20 more treasures, it's fine. 20 more chances at a Pog Essence, it's all good. Use the kinetic micro-life recalibrator to recalibrate malfunctioned poltrids in the Great Veldt. The endemic poltrids of Zereth Mortis have been influenced in a way that's in an unseemly way by these invaders. Use the device on ones that have malfunctioned. Hopefully you just run around and pew chickens. If we just pew a bunch of chickens, then hopefully we'll get the pattern. We'll see. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Oh, there's a new quest. Look, the Jailer's Defeat.
We have much to discuss.
Oh, GG Method, by the way. Method are now world second, aren't they? Speak to Bolvar to relive the victory against the Jailer. Alright, sure.
Much has been asked.
Oh,
More will
is that it?
required.
Oh, great, okay. Speak to Uther and Oribos to escort Sylvanas to the Arbiter. Okay. Alright, we'll do that later.
I shall deliver the
Do that later.
wills to the Arbiter.
Right,
Then
chickens.
we
Let's
will
go get. Let's go pew some chickens then. Where's? You literally just blow them up. I remember this quest. I remember this quest. Two. Stop, chicken. There we go. Is anybody making some mad monies off the mage tower yet? I'm intrigued to see just how popular the mage tower is going to be this time around. As obviously it was hyped up to ungodly levels first time it came round, but additionally with the fact that they've made it permanent as well, I tend to feel that there won't be the hype for it. Mainly because, you know, people can now genuinely do it at their leisure. There's not that FOMO kicking about. There's not the fear of missing out, the fact that it might go away again. People don't realise just how effective FOMO is. Look how many people spent hundreds of hours grinding a Tal Dazal, or whatever the dungeon was called, just because of the FOMO of losing the long boy. I mean, in fairness, they were right, because he went away, never to be seen again, apparently, but... Any plans to cover the mage tower today? Well, I don't really intend on doing the mage tower. I'm not really overly concerned about playing the mage tower, but we can have a look at what's hot and what's not. I thought about doing a video for it again, but I very quickly came to the realization that, well, I've done a video on the mage tower and it's perfectly good. And it's, you know, it's there and it's available for everybody to see. I don't really think that there's much more that I could say than I did last time. Sell drums, sell crafted gladiator gear, farms and anthid, win. That's basically it. Been posting BFA consumables for an hour, almost no sales. But this is it. I'm not too sure just how hype it is. Well, no pattern for me apparently. Yeah, I'm not too sure how hyped it's been. It's difficult for me to gauge though, because I've not been paying the greatest of interest to WoW of the last week or so. I've not been dedicating quite as much time and attention to it as I have as of recent, so. No time limit has reduced the hype. Yeah, I think that's very much... Oh, Pog Essence. GG me. Pog Essence without a buff on a treasure chest. Go on, check me out. Yeah, I'm not too sure how hyped it will be. This is going to be the problem with the goal making side of things. There won't be these ludicrous margins. But that also will probably mean there won't be ludicrous amounts of competition. It just 2 for 2. 2 for 2. Did anybody see that? Progenitor Essentia. 2 for 2. Hey, 100% drop rate on treasures, yo. 100% drop rate confirmed. Well. I might as well log off now. There's my luck for the day gone. What are Pog Essences at nowadays? They were about 7k yesterday. Where are they? 6,300 gold apiece. Wow. Sky is falling. Sky is falling. This is why I cashed out. I want to let things settle a little bit, let the chaos dissipate, and then we'll dip our toe back in the water with some legendary crafting. margins were not high enough for me to be playing that game right now. 8 and 8.5 here. Yeah, I think the days of 10k plus Pog Essences are long past us. Does anybody remember what happened to Korthite crystals literally a few weeks after the nerf? Korthite crystals just went down and down and down and down and down until eventually they were like 100 gold a piece. It's a risky game to play, crafting legendaries during a time when the material prices are dropping like a rock. I'll go check the auction house in a minute as well. I'll get the basic bits and pieces out the way, and then we'll go and take a look at some prices and see what's going on. Oh, the Provis cache. Do I have a key for that? I might do. I could search my bag, so I could just go click the chest. I don't think anything comes from this. Oh, I do have a key. Oh, well, there we go. All my luck is gone. Why did they go back up, and could it ever happen to they went back up because 9.1.5 happened. They went back up because the demand for legendaries went back up. If you remember, 9.1.5 jiggled about a bunch of they tweaked and tuned a load of legendaries, and in turn it meant that a lot of people re-rolled their legendary again, much to their dismay. But at the very same time, there wasn't a big flurry of, you know, patch-hungry goblins kicking about. So, manipulation was done in many cases. Many realms, the price of Korthite crystals went back up. And then there was also, to add to that, there was also the fact that, you know, you still needed 40 of the damn things to make a single item. They just got stripped very quickly. Lego prices don't tend to follow material prices as closely, so you can restock cheaper, but the Legos themselves don't go down as fast. But that is true, yeah. If you can find that sweet spot in terms of how much inventory you hold. I mean, if I was doing legendaries right now, I would just be on the craft one, sell one train. I don't think I'd be doing anything more than craft one, sell one. That will just guarantee that you're still selling a profit all the time. Any more than craft one, sell one, and you run the risk of materials dropping in value faster than you sell through the stuff, which is what you want to avoid. This is why this is why I think Blizzard's efforts to reduce the... I mean, they upped the drop rate, right? That we saw that they upped the drop rate of materials. And in some areas that has an effect, sure. But it only has an effect if people actually go out of their way to farm things. Now, with so few people on some realms... there were so few people actually crafting and selling legendaries. It doesn't feel like that way if you are one of them, just because, you know, cancel scanning is a thing. But there's probably, on most realms, not much more outside of the meta slots. Outside of, you know, your rings and your capes and whatever. There's probably only 3 or 4 people that are actually responsible for crafting. You know, the oddball stuff, your bone shatter vests and whatever. There's probably not that many people that are responsible for crafting and selling those. Which means that they can very easily, between themselves, keep the price up, regardless to what the materials are doing. And it's one of those that, well, if you want it, here it is, and this is the price you pay, or you don't, kind of thing. This is why there are still some realms out there with like 100k plus legendaries. I saw Hickons' mailboxes, and I was amazed how frequently he was selling stuff over 100k. The NA realms are just broken. Batshit level broken. But yeah, Lazy Goldmaker actually did an interesting video when was it? Yesterday, maybe? I think it was yesterday. I'd definitely recommend watching it if you haven't already. Talking about why it's maybe not in Blizzard's interest for markets to be profitable. Kind of one of those, one of those opinions that is not necessarily the normal way. People obviously expect, people just do the very simple napkin maths and they say, right, well, of course Blizzard wants everything to be really highly priced, because the higher everything is priced, the more likely they are to sell tokens. And that napkin math kind of makes sense. But when you break it down in reality, it's not necessarily the way that things always work, and there is a middle ground there somewhere. To give you the TLDR on Lazy's video, not to hemorrhage it completely, basically talks about, or goes on to say that when markets are significantly more valuable, it actually has a negative effect on everybody that's not a goblin, right? The general player base doesn't like prices being super duper mega high.
Hello there.
Because it's, by design, by human nature, that everybody wants to pay less for the things that they want to buy. Why would you not? If I gave you the option to buy an iPhone for $100 or buy one for $1,000 off Apple, which one would you prefer? It doesn't take a genius to work out you'd rather pay $100. And this is a bit of a problem with the legendaries. And the example that was... Oh no, that's still up there. The example of the legendaries is a good one. The fact that they started out really expensive.
Is that your wallet?
They then went
glad to see me.
ludicrously
Both,
expensive.
I hope.
9.1.
Good morning, Mancius and Stream Goblins.
My lord. Hey! How we doing? Welcome in. Good morning to you. Thank you very much. Tier 1 for 4 months. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Where was I going with this? Yeah, Legendary started off expensive. They're expensive for crafters. Then 9.1.5 happens, and Legendaries went from being... 9.1 happened. Legendaries went from being expensive to borderline breaking the bank level expensive. And the uproar was wide. There was lots of complaining about 100k, 200k legendaries all over the place. Oh, I still need to go and kill the actual the rare dude. Oops. Yeah, legendaries went up to like stupid money, and now in patch 9.2 they seem to be a lot more. The value for money seems to be there, not only for the people buying them, but also for the crafters in most cases, or at least very short term for the crafters. And this plays against most people's natural napkin maths. People assume that, if everything's really expensive, then nobody has gold, and people are forced to buy more tokens, when the reality is if you look at the value proposition of buying a token, if the value proposition of buying a token is that you can get one piece of gear, if you really need that piece of gear, that 291 legendary, if you really need it, then that's an option for you, but you're less than happy about doing it. The value proposition though of buying a token, if you so happen to be able to get a couple of legendaries at 262 BOE, maybe an exalted faction mount, all of a sudden the proposition, the value of buying that token is worth a lot more to you. And then it means that, General Joe, average, the average player base is going to be even, they'll just buy a token just because they see it to be worth their, actual money. Then they've not had their arm twisted into buying it, because that's the only way they're going to get the thing that they need. Which in turn, it goes by the same logic, I think, of in the real world. If you're trying to make more money as a business, ironically, one thing you can often do as a business to make more money is to reduce your prices. It seems counterintuitive that, well, if you reduce your prices, you make less money. No, because you end up then selling more. That's kind of the point. And this may very well be what Blizzard did with the legendaries and the tokens this expansion. They probably saw that people, they put 2 and 2 together, I think, and probably worked out quite quickly that if people need to buy a token to get their legendary, they will do it. And they pushed pretty aggressively with that philosophy in 9.1, just seeing, well, how far can we push it? And they went to the other end. You know, they realized that people would do it, then they pushed it as far as they possibly could, to the point where, you know, people were just annoyed with buying tokens. And now in 9.2, they've found they're trying to find that middle ground, I think. How much can we get away with? We know that people will buy tokens to fund their gearing process. How aggressively can we put this? Can we try and min-max it a little bit to maximize token sales? This is this I hope is something that Blizzard have been paying close attention to and Blizzard will be learning from. I just hope they don't get too greedy with it. And it worries me with Activision at the helm that they might just get too greedy with it, but no, back. Pre-made groups, custom, starter group, Acaris, list group, go. Legos have always been cheap. People just want to have it ASAP before the sufficient supply of materials. Well, yeah, people do need to take some responsibility of the fact that if they are going to insist on having the best in slot gear on day one, then if that's going to be the case, then they're going to have to pay the premium for it. Those people can't complain. But you know, a month into them being available, it's safe to say that they should be competitively priced at that point. Healing done. Nobody cares about healing. What do you think of the raw golds? Hang on. What do you think the raw... Hang on. What do you think the raw gold comes from that's the other side of the token coin? Oh, where do I think the raw gold comes from? Just people playing the game. I'm not sure I understand. Fortunately for me, I'm a consumer on Kazakh, not a crafter. Bought 7 legendaries so far. This is the thing. I reckon more people will be willing to, you know, buy a bunch of them if they're more competitively priced. The fact that you're somewhat... group up for Iska, by the way. If you're quick. Come on. Hey, how greedy Activision has always been, but this is one instance where I benefit from it, so you can keep this greed, Activision. Yeah, I hope that they've been paying attention, but I hope they don't get too greedy with it. It is a concern that they just get too greedy with it. Because, you know, Bobby does love him a boat, yo. Bobby loves him a new yacht. we've spoke about this a little bit before, but I do think that Blizzard needs to implement something to get some of this gold actually out of the game. Like, properly out of the game. Having it sat in some Goblin's guild bank is not out of the game. They really need to give some incentive for these ludicrously rich mega goblins to spend things. Right, I'm delisting it now because he's been blitzed. Whoa, frame rate tanked. Why is my frame rate having such problems today? Come on, mount. I can't carry any more of those. Oh, and a sandsworn chest. Wow. When it rains, it pours. The gold a token buyer gets is from other players, so in the grand scheme of things, somebody has to get the raw gold from quests or vendoring grey stuff for there to be that much gold. I have problems to think how 300k per token sold are generated in the first place. It can't all be mission table gold. Yeah, but you forget just how it can, you know, once gold is created, it can sit in the system for a long time. The amount of gold that sits, you know, you have gold sources, gold ways in which gold is created, things like the mission table, like completing quests, like killing mobs. There's a bunch of ways into which gold is generated. Callings fall into that category pretty aggressively. Anytime you open a box and a bunch of gold comes out of it, that's just printing more gold. But then you have to take gold out of the game on the other side, and as long as those two things are somewhat balanced, everything runs sort of smoothly. You can comfortably have it so that there's a little bit more gold constantly being made than the amount that's leaving the game. But as long as it doesn't get too out of tilt, everything is fine. But of course, this game is 17 years old, or however, you know, this game's been around a long time. There's often a large, you can't track each individual gold coin, obviously, but there's a large period of time between the gold being created and it leaving the system, and lots of it gets stuck in the middle. And that's why in the EU, for example, the token price is the way that it is. The token price is much higher in the EU because more people in the EU want to trade the gold that they have made for tokens than they do over on the NA realms, for example. People you know, are not so willing to spend the gold that they've made on game time or Blizzard balance. If they need game time or if they need Blizzard balance, they take their credit card out instead. There's if you just look at the value of, if you look at purely the revenue that goes through the auction house every day, though, the auction house is comfortably the biggest gold sink in the game by a mile as well. Repairs don't do shit. People buying mounts off vendors don't do shit. The biggest gold sink in the game by a mile is the auction house, because 5% of every single transaction, every single item that somebody buys on the auction house, 5% of that value just disappears out of the game. That's the biggest gold sink. That is directly to counteract all of the new gold that's being made by people questing and doing callings and mission tables and stuff. The auction house is the biggest gold sink by a mile, and this is why Blizzard like to keep the economy running smoothly, because it helps them balance the rest of it. And it's also why we've seen in the past they're very quick to jump on vendor shuffles. Vendor shuffles generally. If people are able to acquire materials at a price that they can then just take those materials and sell them to a vendor for gold, that creates floor prices on materials. And then once there's a floor price on a material, people very quickly work out, well, how many of these materials can I get in any given amount of time? And that creates a floor gold per hour value. If you look at something like Desolate Leather, we have them in our cheat sheet. We have them all jotted down in our cheat sheet. We have... Let's see if it's going to load nice and quickly for us here. Let's go vendor shuffles. The two big ones are going to be your shrouded cloth shuffles, because of course everybody gets shrouded cloth, and shrouded cloth is always basically at its floor price. For reference, shrouded cloth's floor price is about 1 gold 50. Anytime you can buy a piece of shrouded cloth for less than 1 gold 50, you can do something with it and then sell it to a vendor and end up with more gold than you started. Now obviously, if you want to do that at scale or en masse, you need to get that shrouded cloth for as much less than 1 gold 50 as you possibly can. But the point still stands, is it creates a floor price for shrouded cloth. And so what then happens is people work out, well, how much shrouded cloth can I get in an hour? And that creates like a going rate for them doing whatever it is they're doing that is repeatable. And this is what Blizzard pays attention to. This is why they squish vendor nerfs, because that basically means that any one given person, by farming shrouded cloth, can literally print new gold into the game, generate inflation. And so this is why they try to keep... They're very quick to squish things like this, because these can have, if left untouched, can have a dramatic effect on the economy very quickly. Penumbra thread being 9 gold apiece. Penumbra thread being 9 gold apiece is a knee-jerk reaction fix by Blizzard at the beginning of the expansion. Now, Penumbra thread and a bunch of rendered materials started off like 5 gold, I think they were. And the problem with that was then that the floor price on the shrouded cloth was something ludicrous. It was like 8 gold. Every time you found a piece of shrouded cloth, you could do something with it to basically instantly turn it into 8 gold. That was too high. It was too easy to get shrouded cloth. So instead of making it so that instead of lowering the drop rates of shrouded cloth and rebalancing all of the professions, what they decided to do was just say, right, Penumbra thread, your vendor materials are now going to cost a lot more. It was a knee-jerk, quick reaction fix to something that wasn't very well tested in the beta, which is obviously now stuck throughout the entire expansion. I think it's higher, like 1 gold 98 or so. Shrouded cloth? I don't think it's that high. I mean, I guess, yeah, probably the absolute break even, maybe, but if we go, I mean, we can do some tests real quick. What if we put shrouded cloth at 1.8? Yeah. I know I shouldn't be editing that bit. 1.8. Oh, it is actually quite high. Yeah, okay. Robes are still profitable even at 1.8, 1.9. My god, robes are still profitable at 1.9. 2. Is it really? Oh my god. Shrouded cloth's floor price is not far off 2 gold apiece. Wow. Wow. Okay. I didn't realise it was that high even. But yeah, that means if you're buying shrouded cloth at like anything less than like 1.5 gold, every time you make a robe, every time you make a shrouded cloth robe, you can then sell it to the vendor for more than what it cost you to make. you're only making 3 gold a piece on each one. There's a time factor here, obviously, but when people look at it the first time, they just want to know whether it's what the cutoff point is. I would not be. I mean, I don't do any of this anyway. This directly trading time for gold business, I can't be bothered to do any of this. But if this is something that does intrigue you, then 1 gold 25. Wow, 5 gold each on the robes at that point. Yeah. Yeah, it depends where you find the cutoff. Let me quickly put that back to what it should be before I break my sheet for everybody. But yeah, we tend to find that towards the end of an expansion, things like the vendor shuffles become big business, because you know something's gotta happen with all of these materials that people farm up. They got to go somewhere. People would rather give them away for basically nothing than to get nothing for them. Even if you count the crafting time as free because it's basically AFK work, it still takes a lot of time to vendor them. I mean, you can streamline the process. I mean, I think I've even gone as far as to do videos on how to streamline the process. You can very easily streamline it. You can basically get it so it's nearly 100% AFK. And you can do it in big batches. Couple of add-ons can really help smooth the process out. Especially if you have things like, for example, to give you an example, you can use Trade Skill Master to automatically mail the items off to another character whilst creating them. So as long as you then have as long as you have materials in your bags, you can AFK craft. Hello? What's going on here? Whoa, lag spikes. Am I dropping frames or is it just server lag? Server lag. Whoa, the lag is real. I wonder if somebody's killing the world boss. Yeah, what was I saying? You can use TSM mailing to automatically mail the crafted items off to another character. So that, that basically means for as long as you have materials available in your bags, in your bank, in your reagent bank, whatever, you can just AFK craft. The vendoring side of things, you can use an add-on such as Peddler. I think it's called Peddler, where you can automatically mark an item to be vendored. And I think also, I wonder if Trade Skill Master allows you to do this. Can you automatically... Oh god, this server lag is gross. But yeah, the TLDR to this, I don't need to give full details, is that for the most part you can almost AFK the entire system. TSM makes you click a button every 12 items when selling. Okay, then we don't use TSM. We use TSM to automatically loot everything from the mailbox, and then we'll use an add-on such as Peddler. You press a button once every so while. I'm tempted to go somewhere else because this world quest is broken. Okay, it seems to be better over this side. Slightly. Aha, inventory's full. Of course.
Nelly deals for a friend of the Grumbles. He'll like you.
Can we just get rid of some stuff? What's this? A rare proto material. We can get rid of that. A rare proto material. Get rid of those. Sell these off. Ooh, Poco Pot costume. I thought he had that. What are these? These are the actual protoform synthesis materials. I want to keep those. Alright, that'll do.
Good fortune to our friends.
That'll do. So I'm out of practice with this whole streaming malarkey. I can't multitask today for some reason. Don't know why. It's certainly not as vendor shuffling is certainly not as AFK-able as it once was, because I mean you used to be able to craft things, and any overstock of crafts would go straight to your mailbox, which made the process very, very easy. You could just literally load up on materials and click craft all, and then disappear for 20 minutes. But I tend not to put too much weight on these things anyway. People always turn around and say, "Oh well, yeah, I can go and just I can walk the dog, or I can go make a sandwich or something." Yeah, that's great. That's great until you try and scale it. Physical time has still passed, regardless of whether you are actively engaged in what it was you were doing or not. Doesn't actually matter. If physical time has to pass for something to occur, then there's unless you happen to have a time machine, there's no way around that. So when you try and scale that operation, you fall short very quickly. This is why I tend not to min-max farming routes, because farming in my eyes is a means to an end in the first place. You know what the best way to min-max a farming route is to minimize the amount of time you spend farming. Full stop. That's the best way to min-max farming. Is to, instead of spending 10 hours farming, spend 2 hours farming, and then never farm again. That's about as min-max as you're gonna get. Don't piss about trying to find the most optimal route. Just do it, get it done.
How long will you
Do it, get it done, and then don't do it again if you don't enjoy it.
Your future awaits.
Escort somebody. What? Vendor shuffle is okay to do during home office. Every couple of minutes, pressing 2 buttons a couple of times. It's like I said though. That's great. Still not scalable. There is there's a solid ceiling on your ability to, progress with that. There comes a point where you physically can't do any more than what you're already doing, regardless of whether you're just chilling at the computer or whether you're working on another monitor. It doesn't matter. Time physically is still passing. Your level of engagement in it doesn't matter. Now, of course, if you're happy to make as much gold as you can within that ceiling of opportunity, then sure, you carry on. You go ahead. But just know there are definitely things above that. Could multi-box it? Well, arguably you still can. But that's the basic premise behind multi-boxing, is that people realise that, well, if I'm going to run around farming and gathering materials, then, well, on one character there is a limit to how effective I can be at this. Well, the only way to circumvent that, because I don't own a time machine, the only way to get around that is to be running more accounts than just one at any given time. And so hence multi-boxing became popular, as that was the way to scale it. It was the way to scale something that, for most other people, wasn't scalable. Like I said, I tend to go by the theory that instead of trying to find a loophole in a system, just find a new system that works better anyway. God, this world quest is boring. Is this literally all we do? I think I've only done this one like maybe once before. We just follow this dude and pew pew things. Alright, sure. Is there a link to the sheet? It's permanently linked in Discord, so hop into the Discord, and it's the most recent up-to-date version's always pinned in there. Yes, I'm very aware I could just give you the link to the spreadsheet directly, but hey. Come join the Discord. Be part of the community. Gotta remember, if it's free, then you're the product. Haha! Giving away all my secrets now. Like an old boomer, forced social interaction. Hey, I could be really gross about it. I could put like, when people join the Discord, I could put deliberate, forced engagement tools in place. But I don't. You can join and you can come say hello if you wish, or you can stay completely silent and just take the freebies and leave. It's up to you. Monthly mailing list incoming. I made lots of money in the past off mailing lists. I used to do quite a lot of affiliate marketing, so I know my way around a mailing list. I know I know my way around an auto mailer. Have you finished the pets? No. The grind for these stupid Genesis motes is borderline frustrating, and I don't know how I'm going to achieve it, because standing in one spot killing mobs for hours and hours on end just to get Genesis motes is likely to kill me. Oh, I've finished this quest. Whoops. Now obviously I've got no choice to do it but for the mounts. No choice to do it for the mounts, because the mounts, you know, they're behind on pickup. If I want the mounts, I need to do it. It's a bit annoying. The pets, though, we are going to buy them. There's no question about it. The pets, we're just going to buy them. I'm going to keep my eye on the pets and just hope that, you know, hope that some people decide to give them away for basically nothing. Man, he's got lots of money locked up in Nigeria. He needs to help. Yes. Yes. There is a Nigerian prince that is looking to... You've won the Nigerian lottery. Blows my mind people fall for that sort of stuff, but sure. Do me a shopping list, I'll go get them cheap. Well, I need all of the pets. Just all of them. Have I done everything that I need over here now? I think I have. Any pets you're specifically after? I have all of them and could use some gold. Well, the any pet that comes from the protoform synthesis. is one that I want to acquire. The thing is that there'll come a point when I really start to care about it, when I'll actually look at what the buy and sell opportunities are for these. This might be my really, really good excuse to get into the pet game once and for all. It's sure. Yeah, these pets might be my really good excuse to get into the pet game. I still need a couple of the schematics, but generally speaking, I've got access to most of these now. Some of these pets, though, woof, the amount of Genesis motes you need. I've crafted 5 mounts, and I have a grand total of 511 Genesis motes. Now, if I wanted to craft all the pets, I'd be farming Genesis motes forever and a day. But I also want to maybe take a little bit of a look at these, because some of these you could theoretically expect to be much cheaper than others, just purely on the amount of motes that they take. I don't know. I mean, 450 Genesis motes for a single pet. Woof. That's an owie. What if I gave you some of the pets so to stay out of the pet game? Sorry, bribery doesn't work. Bribery doesn't work on me, unfortunately. Pet game is a deep hole, be warned. Oh, I know it is. This is also something I've contemplated, that maybe not to do pets on the EU, maybe to go do pets over on the NA. But I know that the pet game is one that you just need monstrous amounts of gold to begin with. So I don't really know. I don't really know. I'm looking for a new challenge. This is the thing. I'm looking for a new challenge, and I'm greatly concerned that I've somewhat outgrown the amount of enjoyment that I can get from crafting. Legendaries has ruined me. Is the God's honest truth. Legendaries has actually ruined me. My stretch target for Shadowlands was to hit 100 mil, and I did it within 2 weeks or something of patch 9.2. Legendaries has ruined me. I was looking at just some of the crafts with different professions. The desire to craft anything other than a legendary nowadays, I just don't know why you would do it. If you have the ability to craft legendaries, why would you craft anything else? Do you know how many potions you have to sell to make as much gold as you make by crafting and selling one Shadowgaster ring? It's not even funny. And this is the problem. This is the problem. The delta between regular crafting and legendaries is just monstrous. Monstrous, and it's ruined it. This is why I want legendaries to hurry up and go away. What are we doing here then? What was I came over here just to take a little bit of a look at what we still need. The all the things side of me wants to do a lot of this protoform synthesis business, but these pets we are literally just going to have to buy. There's 28 battle pets, of which I still to this day don't own a single one of them, but I want to own all of them. But I also might take this list of 28 battle pets and use this as a starting point to build a little system on. Pets got me a Swift Spectral back in Cataclysm before them being account-wide. I can't remember when I got my Spectral Tiger. I think it was Wrath. I got my Spectral Tiger. But this list of 28 pets, I think there's a lot of gold to be had in these. But I certainly don't want to craft more myself. Which means all these glimmers that are chilling in my bags, actually. I should probably just put them in the bank and forget about them. I don't think I am ever going to use these glimmers. I can't see a world in where I use any one of these glimmers, actually, to be honest. Why would I ever use these glimmers? I don't think I would. They're account-wide, but you can't sell them. So they are genuinely, because I have zero interest in ever crafting one of these, maybe I should just free up an entire bag worth of space and just delete these glimmers. You get 10 gold apiece for them? Oh, so you do. Alright then. Glimmer of Satisfaction pets are huge because the drop rate is bad. See, this is the thing. There's going to be some nuance on, you know, there's going to be some nuance to which ones are valuable and why. Some of them, for example, you can see, you know, 150 Genesis motes. These are going to be super quick and easy to make. But then, you know, it depends on the lattice. Well, actually, they don't use any Genesis motes, but the Viperid lattice is stupid expensive. So then there's, you know, it's +1, -1. Then you've got some that take like 3, 4, was that a 500? No, 400 Genesis motes to make a fierce Scarabid. You know, but you got to farm your ass off to make this. You can maybe make one of these in an hour, assuming, of course, you can also get the glimmer needed. Just to be honest, though, I reckon. Do we think Genesis farming is actually a very lucrative way of making gold right now? I'd imagine it probably is. Is it more lucrative, though, than any other farming method? This is the problem. If you're trading time for gold, you might as well trade your time for the most amount of gold. Anything less than the maximum, there's not really worth you doing. 300 to 400 motes in 12 minutes at the portals. In 12 minutes? That's a lot in 12 minutes. Moved into BOE flipping a few weeks ago, transferring them to other servers. It's fun for the time. Ridiculous margins, 200% plus. The high level BOEs are mostly only available on a few huge servers, none of the small servers. That's why transfers are profitable. That can work. That could work. Protoform pets are currently selling faster than the other pets, but they are still pets, so they don't exactly fly off the shelves. Yeah, this is the thing. This is the thing. It's a nice to have, but not a needed bit of gear. Pets will go up in price when hardly anybody's in Zereth Mortis. Well, this is the thing. This protoform synthesis is going to have some pretty long legs on it, I'd imagine, because it's a system that people will be able to... There's a strong likelihood, right, that people will farm Genesis motes for years and years and years. Zereth Mortis might just end up being one of those zones that always has people in it, because they're always in it farming Genesis motes. Or should I say the portals by it, because there is always gold to be made here. Because it's basically a farm. And it's not like you got 28 to choose from. This is the thing, right? If you farm Genesis motes, you've now then got 28 different things you can craft with them, and you can choose which one you craft. So it's a nice wide open market. It's not like you're farming for one mount, and if you get that mount, you're then trying to sell it against 20 other people that got that one mount. This, I think, is going to be a really long-term market for people. One that will just be, you know, a nice, steady seller for a long time. It may not necessarily always, you know, the more that people do it and the more that everybody gets these pets, the less rare these pets become, then, you know, there's a problem there for sure. But there's a nice long shelf life to it, I think. If, like I said, if you enjoy farming, if you enjoy standing at a portal and killing things for Genesis motes, that's the problem. The long-term market for me is more in the buying and the selling of the pets than it is to the farming and the creating of them in the first place. Somebody can spend the time making the damn things, once somebody's taken the time and the effort to make the thing, then I'll buy it off them at a good price, and then I'll sell it to somebody else for a bigger price, or take it to another realm and sell it to somebody else. There's lots of opportunities here. I like this protoform synthesis. The more I look at it, the more I engage with it, the more I think it's a very clever, very underutilized system right now. I think it's got some nice long legs on it, which is what you want to see from a gold making market. These flash in the pan, these, you know, quick pump and dump markets are great and all, but they very rarely last. I mean, by the nature, they just don't last at all. We only got 47% of the way through patterns due to my stupidity with the world boss, and that was a bit of a boo-hoo. I should have been paying way more attention to what I was doing there for that one. Maybe we go. Do we go finish this? Maybe we should go finish this. Let's head back over to Orobos. I tell you what we could do. We could maybe go do LFR. That'll is there a new? Oh my god! Didn't LFR used to come out a new wing every week? I didn't dream that, right? It used to be a new wing every week with LFR. Now they've changed it to a new wing every like 2 weeks or something. Sure. I just want some easy tier gear. Queue up for those. Whatever it is, it's way too slow. I genuinely think that Raid Finders should be the mode that they just give people first in its fullest. Like, it's the tourist mode. What are you time gating tourist mode for? It makes no sense. At this rate, I'm not going to kill the jailer for about 6 months. Oh well, whatever. That's going to pop in a minute. Let's go back to Orobos and complete this final quest. Let's get some stuff done. I know I said I was going to check the auction house and look at prices and that sort of stuff, but I'm going to be brutally honest. Like, the gold making side of things, I've burnt out on. I'm trying to play the game for the, you know, the other aspects of the game at the moment. Keeping you in the game for 6 months sounds like a good business plan. Well, yeah, this is it.
Be warned. Their words will be harsh. Come.
I expect
Let us be
no
on our
less.
way.
You defiled our sacred groves.
Oh wow, look at all the people.
Torment is all you deserve.
This is the busiest Orobos has ever been. Shame they're all NPCs. Having you do Raid Finder for 6 months is not, well, yeah.
How many souls have you doomed? We trusted you! You betrayed us all!
I just expect Will Smith to run out of the crowd and slap Sylvanas.
All burned to ashes.
Is this literally all we do? Is this just an elaborate cutscene? This is just an elaborate cutscene, isn't it?
Is it
We
justice
walked...
they seek?
Wow, what a conclusion to
Or
Shadowlands. We walked Sylvanas through
Anger
Orobos.
and pain.
Wow, well, well, well.
Make it difficult
I tell you what.
to tell the
I
difference.
tell you what. Who can say Blizzard don't make engaging gameplay? Woo! I'm on the edge of my seat. That's literally it. Great.
Come forth and be judged.
Do I want to go to the Crucible?
Trust
I do.
in the purpose.
flow of souls into the Maw has ended. The Covenants and the Shadowlands have been restored. Only one task remains.
I was wondering if there's any. Is there anybody sneaky in the crowd? Is there anybody sneaky in the crowd? Hang on, my wife's calling. Back in a second. Oh, alrighty. You go to the PTR, check out the Horde Alliance grouping, see what can and can't be traded. A lot of people are getting excited about this cross-faction trading business, and I don't understand it, because it's not a limitation now. I mean, the auction house has been cross-faction forever. A lot of people talking about it's like, wow, this is incredible. I don't get it. I'm really confused by the hype that's around this cross-faction trading. I mean, it does nothing, right? But then again, maybe I don't understand it. Oh, cinematic auto skipped. Oops. Maybe I should probably have turned my auto skipping cinematics off. Anti-climax or what? Oops.
I trust in Tyrande to achieve.
Alright, fine, whatever. Didn't want to see it anyway. Saves 5% auction house fees. Ah, well, yeah, I suppose. I don't know. Oh, I've got something in my Great Vault. Should we go see what terrible loot I don't have in the Great Vault? If the trading becomes cross-realm, then it becomes lucrative. Yes. That's very true. A random helm. Or a random cape. Neither of which are any good. That's a helm. Oh, that's not tier helm. Do we pick either of these? Do we? Wow, that's really boring. I guess. I don't know. Take the yeah. Probably coins. I can probably do more with those. Yoink. If all I need to do is run Dead Mines or Rage Fire on a level 10 to trade over 1,000 Pog Essences from the cheapest realm to the most expensive, it's broken. Yeah, I don't think the... It's cross-faction. I don't see any reason to why it would be cross-realm. Like, why would it be cross-realm all of a sudden? I entirely agree that that would be hella bust. 7 levels. Oh, yeah, that would be seriously bust. Groups can be cross-realm via communities. Yeah, but I mean, it should be the same restrictions as normal, right? That if it's, you know, if they're on a different realm, then you can't trade with them regardless. Even if they're on a different realm, same faction right now, you can't trade with them. That's never been a thing. I don't know why it would all of a sudden become a thing.
The sepulchre of the first within this sacred
Right, let's pew pew. Let's top these DPS meters.
woven.
Are Mythic Raiders still doing LFR just for the chance at tier? I imagine they probably are, right? I find that quite funny.
The entrance lies ahead. Be wary. The defenses protecting the sepulchre's secrets will be unlike any you have encountered before.
I knew that people hunting down tier was going to be a big thing, but I didn't realise that it was going to end up being like the primary thing. That tier above literally anything else for some people it appears. But I guess for some, are there any classes out there where they are just broken? I imagine there is a couple, right? Where tier is just, the difference between having tier and not having tier is like 50% of your DPS, I'd imagine. Heroic Raider, oh, I do too, after ignoring it for many years. Fuck Blizzard for making me do it. People like something to chase though. I think this is what, this is the, tier doesn't even need to be super duper mega powerful, I don't think. People just like something to chase. You know, a target that's not just, oh, item level. Whoop-de-frig. Right, now I've got to try and remember how these bosses work. I can't really remember. Not that it matters in LFR, but you know, I'd like to not be. I'd like to not be a complete leech on my group. Smart way for Blizzard to get free carries in LFR. Well, yeah, that's true. Give severely overgeared players a reason to go in and do it. I must admit, it's got me in here. If you get me in LFR, then you must be doing something right. Although for some reason, I don't really know why it is, I seem to have engaged with this raid tier a lot more than I have the previous ones. Maybe it's because it's the last one. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's the, you know, the actual one where the story concludes, and I don't know. Even the race to world first, I got a lot more behind it this time. I don't really know why, but I don't know, maybe it's just that I think that Blizzard have got a lot riding on this. And I genuinely think that, I mean the raid design team like so carries this game, it's not even funny. I mean, they're still sat on the art department's shoulders, but... Oh no, what's going on here? Targeted for something. Oh, that's what happens when that happens. Okay, sure. Oh, it's a good thing I was out of the way then. Whoa! I forgot to get inside his thing. I'm dead. I forgot to get inside the thing. See? There's me not paying attention to what's going on. Yeah, core temperature bar gets 100, go in his ball. Yeah. No, I remember. Now this under normal circumstances would be a tactical cancel scan opportunity. Yeah, I've not even loaded my auction house account today. On any realm. I'm really slacking. I will just watch from afar then, I guess. I think dungeons should have sets too, like they had 15 years ago. See, set, like, you know, set bonuses on gear, I mean, it just makes sense, right? I mean, it's... Why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't, when you know, if you put all of the right pieces of gear on, why would it not, you know, feel comfy and you do more damage? I don't know. If you end up with a complete mishmash of random gear on, then yeah, it makes sense for you to, you know, underperform. You can use the pieces from dungeons to craft tier. Well, once the creation catalyst opens, yeah. That thing still doesn't open for like 3 weeks though, right? The creation catalyst feels like a very odd system to me. It would feel less odd if it wasn't so time gated. I hate to sound like a broken record here, but I genuinely think that if it wasn't so time gated, it wouldn't feel so weird. I can't believe the creation catalyst wasn't a thing from day one. Like, it makes perfect sense for it to be, especially the way that they've done it, so that there's like a global cooldown on it, so that you can only interact with the creation catalyst once a week, but your charges can stack up, so that, you know, if the creation catalyst has been out for 4 weeks but you've not engaged with it, you could go and engage with it 4 times in 1 week, which makes sense. But that also is a system that if they're going to have that restriction in place, you'd expect it to be a thing from day one. That, well, okay, you can interact with it. And that just, you know, it's a steady progression for people to get tier. They get 1 piece of tier a week, guaranteed. If you get another piece of, you know, tier in that week, cool, congratulations, you've got your 2-piece set in a week, well done. And then if you're really lucky, now you are still preying on RNGesus, you'll get your 4-piece after 2 weeks. I don't know. I've had 6 choices on my main every week since the start. Minimum 3 choices on a second tune on the vault. So far, no tier. Oh dear. Yeah. See, this is it. Tier sets were meant to be one of the keystone features of the patch. Double legendaries was meant to be a keystone feature. That was time gated 4 weeks after the patch. tier is meant to be, you know, a keystone feature of the patch. Then we're bringing back tier sets, but fuck off, you're not allowed any. It's like, okay. Just some very, very weird. Let's see, is they're not. Then when you look at it from a business perspective, they're not weird. They're very clearly bad from a game design perspective. They're very clearly bad decisions from a game design perspective. But from a business perspective, they're very clever. And this is the problem. This is the problem I have. That Blizzard seem to be doing a lot more things that are the right business move, rather than what actually creates a fun game. There's the argument that creating a fun, engaging game in and of itself, the business side of things should just work and flow naturally because of it. But because they don't have confidence in their ability to make a fun, engaging game, they have to take the business route to guarantee the profits. Hey, there we go. Check me out. 1, 2, count the essences. 1, 2, 3. 3 people got Progenitor Essentia from that boss. Oh, so the druid gets a res. Fuck the lot of you. Hey, there we go. Thank you. I'll take it all back. Got boots 3 times on 1 ult. Oh no.
Mossworn are dominating the Automa. We will hold them here.
Right, let's see if I can go to the next boss without dying. There's for the gold making side of things, for the people that are looking to make a bit of money, when this creation catalyst does present itself, there's a really big opportunity for the raid BOEs that drop, the mythic raid BOEs, to instantly become everybody's best in slot overnight. Because if you can take a raid BOE, a mythic raid BOE, in a tier slot to the creation catalyst and turn it into tier, that raid BOE indirectly becomes your best in slot instantly. And where that becomes, just look what happens with legendaries, right? Look how many, how much people pay for a best in slot piece of gear. There's definitely an opportunity in there. Already got a few of those BOEs to either use myself or sell for crafting tier. Yeah, I think this... People are starting to put 2 and 2 together on that, I think. Now, I've not paid much attention to the raid BOEs this patch, but I would imagine the mythic ones that are in tier slots have the potential to be very, very valuable. In a weird way, because you're not going to be selling it to somebody on the merits of its own strength. You're purely selling it as a stat stick, right? You're purely selling somebody, right, this is a mythic raid, you know, this is a super high item level bit of gear in this slot that they're only going to convert to something else anyway. You're selling stat sticks now. It's going to feel a bit weird, but there's definitely some potential there. Especially the BOEs with tertiary stats sockets on them, as these stay when using the catalyst. Do they really? Oh, so you're not even just selling stat sticks. Okay, well, that's where I was mistaken then. Damn, if tertiaries stay on the creation what if you use the creation, that's massive. That's big. Yeah, those raid BOEs, you know, those nicely rolled BOEs, they're going to be worth a pretty penny. Just look how much people were happy to pay for a 291 legendary when they first came out. How much do you reckon somebody would pay for a mythic tier set? Mythic tier piece. Big money in that. Big money in that. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to work out that mythic raid BOEs are, you know, good. It's good money to be made on those anyway. But any time where you can sell something that is attractive to more than just a single, you know, has multiple target markets, just amplifies the potential for gold making. Kind of the reason why Pog Essence was so big and went as big as it was, because Pog Essence had two uses. You know, Korthite crystals were used solely for crafting legendaries, and if it wasn't, you would only sell a Korthite crystal to somebody that was clearly in the legendary game. Yet with Progenitor Essentia, with Pog Essences, you got to a point where you were actually selling them to players that had never crafted a single legendary in their life. So it over doubled the amount of people that were interested in buying them, and look what it did to the price of those things.
More Walker, is there no end to your incessant hounding?
This is the one. Click the portal. This is LFR, so you don't actually have to do the mechanics, but this is the one where he puts the portal down, the ring comes in, and you have to not get hit by the ring, right? Yeah, that's about the TLDR. We'll go with that. Somebody did a big reset on Legos today on Taran Mill. How do you mean by big reset? What did they reset? I mean, surely not the Legos themselves, right? Because they're crafted. Did you get the schematic from Halondrus yet? Yes, I've got the schematics from in here. That was the reason we stepped foot in here to begin with, to get those schematics. Not that I've done anything with them, but
It is amusing how you stumble through space and time. Hang on close, so you can die together.
So you can die together.
Your agony amuses me.
Should we see if I can do this whole boss without actually moving once?
I want more.
Not had to move yet. Good old LFR. How easily can we just straight up ignore everything that's going on? Oh, I suppose we'll free the dude from the trap. It's the polite thing to do. There we go. We're not moving though. Like a mage, we have planted our feet and we are not moving.
I wonder what the folding space has on your flesh.
Right, this is the one that technically I should get out the way of it. But I mean, healers are looking a little bit bored right now. So
This force will overtake you.
So here comes the ring that we should technically get out the way of. We can just turtle it. Boop. Everybody else running around like a crazy person, look. Oh, what? We got moved. See, I didn't move. We got moved. That's different. This is what you have to do with LFR. You have to make your own version of the game. Why do I seem to have aggro? Not anymore. We're good.
So you can die together.
Q Barney McGrew. Which boss is it in here that actually drops my tier set though? I don't think this dude does he? Hang on, hover over him. Unlicensed hyperlight handlers, XY, captain's crossbow. Yeah. I'm just here for the scenery then on this boss. Is it Halondrus that drops the tier? Okay. Still not moved. I just want it to be known. Still not bothered to move. I will attack the trap, I suppose, a little bit. I don't see what all these raiders are complaining about. This is easy mode. Easy, no problems. Cool. Let's go. Check me and my 3 anima out. Yeah, boy. Boss is pretty fun on heroic. I imagine a lot of it is pretty fun. I just, I don't know. I lost love with raiding a long time ago. I'd have, see, raiding for me, I'd have no problem with it. I just think I think when they made there to be so many different difficulties and stuff, I was just like, oh. I don't know. I guess just how some people don't get how I can live in the auction house, and where I gain my enjoyment from playing the auction house and the economy. Some people don't get that in a similar fashion to which I just don't get people who raid log. Boom! Everything's melting. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Find a difficulty that corresponds to your ability. I tend to raid heroic since mythic is a bit much, but normal's too easy. Yeah, I get that. I get if you can, you know, sit on the difficulty curve. I mean, for many years though, I almost couldn't raid. My IRL work schedule restricted me from being able to do much with raiding anyway for many years, because I couldn't, you know, every time you try and join a raiding guild, you know, they have a schedule in place and you need to be able to, you know, keep up with that schedule, which I wasn't able to do for so many years. Now, there was obviously the pug side of things, but I was always very highly of the opinion that, well, raiding is organised content. Like, pugging it was just not enjoyable. Pug raiding, you tend to find you spend more time, or let me just put it this way, from my experience, you used to end up finding that you would spend 10 times more time putting the group together and getting to the boss than actually trying to kill the boss. You'd get one pull in and then half your group would fall apart. It was just tragic. Left hardcore mythic raiding back in BFA. No friends anymore that would play the game. For me, it was mostly about having a good time with people. I think that's what keeps people... I think that's why people who raid log. It's just, you know, the killing the boss is almost... killing the boss is just a byproduct of just chilling in Discord with a bunch of mates, just, you know, having a laugh. Oh, this is the one we're meant to get rid of our debuff somehow. Yeah, we're meant to get rid of our debuff somehow. I should try and remember how we do that. Something about a blue circle. We got to stand in the blue circle to get rid of this thing, don't we? Ephemera dust. Stand in the brown circle when he burrows down. Oh, this one. Okay. Aha, okay. That'll do then. That's the one. Outside of that, we plant our feet and we pew pew. Big ugly worm, isn't he? He kind of looks, he's got that bauble worm look about him though. He looks like he should cost 10,000 polished pet charms. Maybe 20,000, he's a bit bigger. Oh, I've just remembered. We need to go find a mushroom, don't we? Yes, we've got one pet still to get in Zereth Mortis. I need to go get a stupid mushroom from Corthia. I forgot about that. Ah, yes, we'll do that after this. had a lot of luck with a few guilds I've been in. Back in BC, I left a guild after the first raid because I didn't like the environment. Having fun's more important than loot. Yeah, absolutely. There's some, you know, there's some soppy quote that you could probably throw out there, you know, like some, you know, some proverb that somebody will have on a plaque on their wall or something, like, loot comes and goes, but friends are forever. Some soppy shit. Inventing those stupid mushrooms, lo and behold, the one time I actually need them, took me 3 days to find one. Well, yeah, I had that same problem. What is it the, was it the questionable? No, which one was it? I can't even remember which one it was. I think it was a questionable one I needed. By the way, they fixed the Huracan lure. It's been given out to people who already did it. I thought that was kind of... Oh, I didn't know it was broken, if I'm honest. Belt of Endless Feast. Trinket. I tell you what, I've had mad level trinkets from this dungeon so far. I think the only gear I've had dropped for me are trinkets. Is this thing any good? Damaging abilities have a high chance to smell out the scent of delicious soul energy, stacking up to 100 times. At full stacks, a swarm of devourers burst forth, chomping your target for 17k damage. This effects that cause your target to move generate bonus stacks. Interesting. Once you did the lure, was giving you once a week, but after it broke and she stopped. They fixed that yesterday. Oh, I see. She was meant to give you a lure once a week anyway, so you at least had once a week easy chance after you've done it once. Oh, I see. Yeah, because I guess otherwise, after everybody gets their mount, then they've got no reason to... In fact, after you've... Why would you kill it again after you've already done it once? I'm confused. Why would you even? Isn't it 100% drop rate in the first place? Why would you need a second lure? Mogs? I suppose if you... Well, I suppose. Okay. Right, come on then, you. Give me my tier set. Right, let's pick a spot. We'll go here. We'll do some. We'll play goalkeeper over here. Are we? What's going on? What's the delay? Ready check, wow. Getting serious. Godstalker Tassets. That's legs, right? Oh no. I'm gonna have a problem. I'm gonna have a 291 legendary problem. Incoming legendary problem. Luckily, if anybody out there has the gold to recraft a legendary, I think I might be okay. You're in front of that one. You're in front of that one. People seem to have the balls in order. I'll go over this one. No, nobody's paying attention to this one. Hello? Hello? Can we... Manthias to save the day.
Is that your wallet? Or are you just glad to see me? Both, I
Pal,
hope.
thank you with a prime. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it, my man. Welcome. 4-month streak. Love me some of that. Who doesn't love a good streak? Professional LFR. Professional stuck in a wall at the moment. Feels bad for anybody that's, you know, can't do maximum DPS whilst on the move, I suppose. That must be a really awkward part in the fight for, you know, classes that have to cast things. I do love the fact my hunter can just run around, you know, lose 0 DPS by doing it. Right. We are 50% of the way there. Halfway to my tier set. It's going to happen, I can feel it. Although getting two Progenitor Essentia and 2 treasures earlier is probably my luck for the week. Why couldn't that have happened when there were 30k apiece? Is he off again? He's off. Let's get in front of him. Backpedaling like a pro. This is a pretty fun fight though. Nicely unique as well. There's not many fights that I can think of that actually require you to literally run around half the raid whilst you're doing it. Pushback is much bigger on higher difficulties. The first time people are flying down the chasm left and right. Yeah. I mean, I obviously, like many of us, watched this boss be tackled on Mythic for quite a while. Enough to basically see every possible error that could possibly happen. Am I legit going to be responsible for all 3 of these orbs? I guess I am then. Right, give me my tier set. Give me my tier set. Well, when I say set, it'll be my first piece. And I almost don't want it, because if I do, it means I have to recraft a legendary. Can you believe it? Well, that'll be entirely my own fault for crafting a legendary in a tier slot, won't it? But Boom. Where's the box?
You have discovered a light step cipher. If you discover another cipher that allows traversal, we
No!
may be able to reach the
Not
captive
today. Stupid game. Stupid game is bust. This boss is easily top 3 in the raid for fun. Yeah, it's pretty fun, this one. Okay, well, at least I don't have to recraft a legendary. Silver lining. Although my game seems to have died on me. There we go. Okay. We have time in queue 49 minutes. Average wait 37 minutes. Can a tank please queue up for LFR? Just, you know, maybe, possibly, please. Is this trinket any good? Is this trinket any good? Stacking up to 100 times at full stacks, it does a whole bunch of damage. Depends how quickly it stacks then, really, doesn't it? I don't know. I think it's downgrades. Boom! There we go. Lovely. Trinket, not really. Seems a bit. I mean, sounds like a wet fish. Sounds like it slaps like a wet fish. Right, let's make sure we actually get into it. Then I might go grab a quick drink before we pew some more bosses. Sim yourself? You've got to be mad, right? Got to be mad. I'm messing about doing that. Come on. Come on, DPS. 2 DPS to go. Press the button. You know you want to. Boom. We're in. That's what she said. Hello, game. Oh, no, we're good. Right, I'll kill the first trash pack, just so that people know that I'm here. And then I'll quickly go grab a drink. Beautiful. Right. Excellent. Back in 2. Alright, have we won yet? We've won. That was less than 2. That was pronto. Oh, I think I'm hungry. My stomach's rumbling. I can feel it. I almost like to come in to do the LFR of these raids, just to actually take in the scenery. Considering just how hard the art department carries. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's not get knocked off there. We don't want none of that business. I mean, the raids do look really cool. All these floating platforms. Oh no! Ah! Ah! Get away from the edge! No! Oh! That, boys and girls, was the best disengage you have ever seen. I'm telling you now. That was the best disengage you have ever seen. I genuinely amazed myself that I pulled that off. God, the damage, the AoE. If only I was survival. The deeps. The lag. Oh my god. Woo. Lovely. Woo, you're online. Are you okay these days? Having fun with a zombie game? Zombie game? Zombie game? So what about that vampire game we played? That was fun actually, I like that. Stunned? Oh, that's no fun. What's going on here? Put me down. There we go. Oh, Nightbot is still kicking about. Oops, I haven't told him to go away yet. Sorry. Pasting the clip? Oh god, Nightbot. Yeah, okay. I need to get rid of Nightbot. Well, thanks for clipping it all the same. When I'm not in the middle of killing a boss, I will tell Nightbot to go away. Hang on. Nightbot. Log in. How do I tell Nightbot to go away? Do I just unmod him? Part channel, that's the one I want. Nightbot is now leaving the channel. There we go. Nightbot should chill out now. The vampire game, you know, I don't really pay much attention when you're playing anything other than WoW. I've not played that for a long time. I basically completed it though, that was the problem. I got to the point where I'd min-maxed that game, you know, to the max. 200 IQ disengage, go on, check me out. I've actually been playing City Skylines a little bit over the last few days. It's been fun. Trying to remember how to deal with all traffic management problems and how all the little mods work in City Skylines to get things to do and act the way you kind of want them to. Right, I have a feeling that that Halo thing I should have probably moved from, but did you grab any of the DLCs? I've got a bunch of them. I can't remember exactly which ones I have and haven't got. I've got industry. One I haven't got is airports, because it's the new one. I'm waiting for that to just get cheap, because my cities aren't big enough to deal with airports yet anyway. So there's no rush. I got the industries, mass transit. There's the nightlife one. I think it's called After Dark, isn't it? I don't know. We might have a look in a minute. Whoa! Yeah, I got a bunch of them. The industries one seems quite fun. I had a little bit of a play around with a farming industry yesterday. I'm trying to do it all without kind of looking at guides or anything too much. Not that you really need guides for them, they seem outrageously simple. This is the thing that's always got me about City Skylines, the fact that there's two ways you can play it. You can play it in, you know, borderline creative mode. Because it seems to be incredibly difficult to actually fail City Skylines. Like, I don't think I've ever had a city that just died. I don't think that's even possible. Because I like to sort of min-max things and work out the mechanics of things, I end up building grids all the time. Because grids are optimal for traffic flow. But they don't look very nice. They look hella boring. But I do enjoy City Skylines. I had a bit of a... I probably sunk about 6 or 7 hours into it yesterday. So we might pew these bosses, and I might load it up and we can have a little look. I'm quite sure there's some City Skylines pros out there. Watched a hilarious Reddit post about somebody building a huge septic tank on the mountain besides the city in Skylines. Didn't end well. Yeah, if they have like the natural disasters expansion or something as well, yeah. Yeah, some people do some very weird and wacky things with their cities. I'm too mathematical. I like just them to grow extremely fast, extremely aggressively, and then I have traffic problems, and then I delete them and then start again. I haven't played it in a couple of years, booted it back up in January. I'd forgotten half the basics, so got frustrated and quit out of it. I need to wipe all my mods and restart to get back into it. Yeah, see, that's what I did. I never... well, let me put it this way. The last time I played City Skylines was about 6 years ago or something, when it first came out. When it first came out was when I played it initially, and then I put it down. I think the first couple of expansions came out, the Nightlife expansion, or After Dark, or whatever it's called. I bought those, but by that point I'd probably played it enough, and I didn't really turn back to it at all, up until very recently. Sounds like a video from the Real Civil Engineer. I've seen his channel. He kind of tends to do less silly things. He's not like what's his name? Let's Game It Out. He does all the weird and wacky builds and silly things. I don't know if he's done a City Skylines one. He probably has. Half his videos are sponsored videos now, so I'm sure they've paid him to do a video. I did see somebody. There was a City Skylines video that popped up in my recommendations a while ago. One that must have gone semi-viral, of a big poop volcano and a big poop hydroelectric dam setup or something, which I thought was quite an interesting way to utilised waste product. Make electricity out of it. Are we kicking people? Whatever. I don't care. How many bosses are in this wing? 3 by the looks of things. I should probably load up all the things actually just to see what it is we need. Oh no. Loading all the things during... Oh no. Hang on. Not that one. Where's the mini one just for the raid? Control left click? There we go. Right, so we pew-pewed a Dosage. Prototype Pantheon next. Wow, weapons. Hey, up, there's a schematic still. Oh, maybe I haven't got the schematic from this one. Oh, well, there we go. Dog hair everywhere in my house at the moment. Right, what are we getting here from then? Wrists, feet. Yeah, I don't need anything of interest from here. Why is the jailer chilling out there? Tried the questionable mushroom and there's a jailer following me from time to time. Oh dear. I sense we're about to pull everything. Yeah, stay off them mushrooms, you know. Mushrooms be bad for your health. Life advice.
More aberrations.
Their presence upsets the cycle.
The pattern must be restored.
Alrighty. There was a trick to these ones, and I can't remember what the trick was. Pew pew ads, I think, was the trick to this one. I might be wrong. Just kill stuff. It's easy. We'll be fine.
Weakness must be purged.
You will never ascend! Aperients resolve in the...
Pew pew ads. Easy game. I'm starting to think there's too much going on my UI. Definitely too much going on. The amount of window space I have to see what the hell's going on right now. I don't know. These raid frames are way too big. I don't care for these. Why do I care the health of other people? I guess I can't change that in combat though, can I? Just get rid of this. I don't need any of this. Where'd they go?
Pride is your weakness. The gravity of your sin falls upon you. Beasts of the wild, charge!
Do you have to... are you meant to heal these things? I swear you're meant to heal those things. Not there's a lot I can do about it, but I swear you're meant to heal them. Raid frames are like this for DPS mode. See, that's pretty, yeah. Yeah, being able to see if people are alive or dead, sure. This is just too much. This takes up, like, literally almost a third of my screen, or it feels like a third of my screen. Like, I couldn't care less the health of, like, 90% of the other people in this raid. What does it matter to me? What matters to me is whether the boss is dead or not. Where's the dude gone? Boom! Everything die. I feel that Zerg probably shouldn't be the strategy here, but I guess it is. Just kill things very fast. 20 FPS again. I really need a new computer. Or, let me rephrase that, I need to buy a new CPU and motherboard. As less than 30 FPS in a PC game is painful. Boom! Give me the loots. In fact, no, don't give me the loots. Oh, it gave me the loots. The first sigil. Channeling Fleshcraft, gaining its benefits, and gaining 1,000 verse. 5-minute cooldown. Huh. Okay. Why does it seem to be that I can only get trinkets in here? Like, I think I've had 4 pieces of loot in total from this raid, and I think 3 of them have been trinkets. Isn't it usually the other way around? Isn't it usually that people are absolutely desperately killing for trinkets? Can I do it real cheeky? Can I just park myself here real quick? No. Alright, let's kill things. I want to get rid of these gross raid frames, but we're always in combat. Ah, there we go. Nameplates? It's not nameplates, is it? Unit frames. Group units. Oh god, can't I? No, I want to. Oh god, hang on. I'll do this later. I'll do this later. You were on the arena tab, not the raid one. Yeah, I know. I'd need to try and do it when I'm not just about to start killing a boss. It can chill here for now. I'll get rid of it for next time. Raid. Or raid. Raid. Can I just change it so it's not... Hang on. Enable number... Oh, what? Smart raid filters? Just get rid of it. Is that going to have broken everything? Okay, that'll do. No, because even the default ones are gross. There we go. Nah, there we go. Just get rid of all of them. Problem solved. Get rid of them. My lord, I tune in and Matthias is struggling with add-ons whilst doing LFR. Yeah, we needed a new challenge. If managing my add-ons is not difficult enough, I thought I might as well do it whilst in the middle of an LFR boss. Like a true DPS. Yeah. Don't plan this stuff ahead of time. No, wrestle with it when, you know, during the ready check. That's how we do it. We get rid of this. We don't need it. Hang on. Get rid of all of that. There we go. Mage Tower stuff selling pretty meh. Anybody having any luck? The Mage Tower stuff, yeah, I'm going to be quite intrigued to see just how that plays out today, to be honest. I genuinely don't think many people care at all that the Mage Tower's even a thing again. I reckon it was super hyped up the first time, and the people that really care about it have done it. More importantly, the fact that they made it permanent has meant that people have no rush. You know, there's no... People don't care. Oh, hang on. Kill the thing. I have turned off my own frames, haven't I? Yeah, we don't need to see that. You don't need to see your own health. That's a healer problem. Not standing in that's probably... Turn off health, immediately stand in fire. Yeah, not my problem anymore. I can't see it. I mean, we could just do this, right? Hey, who be this? Wayward with the raid. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. We're going for the fully immersive LFR experience here. I think we're winning, boys. I think. Next step, use a controller. Ah, you know what we do. This is the next level. This is how you do LFR. Hot fleshcraft. First person, no UI. World first, LFR. Go over this way. No idea if my pet's attacking. Right, you're dead. Where are we going now? Where are we going now? Spectator mode. Nah, we're topping the DPS charts right now. You better believe. Killed this boss on Heroic last week. Actually had to organise damage cooldowns to meet the DPS checks. Yeah, I'm having a similar problem right now. Get out of my way, Shaman. The irony of all ironies is I actually think I get more FPS like this. Maybe this is the way forward, right? Just get rid of your UI. Get rid of all UI. The game runs really smooth now. Game looks beautiful. This is a lot more immersive. Got myself a wild growth. Definitely standing in the shit though. I mean, I can't necessarily state that my my DPS is going to be all that solid, but I mean, you just get really up in there. Look, we'll stand here. Boom. Something's on me. Yeah! Easy game. Hello, dinosaur. Right.
If you discover another cipher,
UI on. Zoom out.
we may be able to reach the captive king.
We obviously need to see stuff for the loot, right? I would also like to point out we did not die. 'Twas a success. Now do this at melee and just hack at boss's ankles. That's true. That's true. It looks alright as ranged. Show damage taken. Damage taken. Hey! Only fourth. Only fourth. Only fourth behind the tanks. That's how we do it. Alright, to celebrate, I'm going to eat an Oreo. celebrate once again getting no tier. I'm going to try and eat an Oreo. Oh no, I smushed it. I smushed it. I smushed my Oreo. It went tragically wrong. You guys can't see, the camera won't focus. I smushed it. These are mint Oreos as well, and these are funky. Now the question is what did I turn off? Unit frames. Did I turn off unit frames? Oops. Right. Must fix UI. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Hey, there we go. There we go. UI is back. How high can you upgrade tier sets to? Well, tier sets can't be. You can't upgrade them. What do you mean by upgrade them? There's the creation catalyst, which allows you to convert regular pieces of gear into tier sets, but there's no upgrade system for the tier sets, I don't believe. Right, I need to go to the moor. I need to go find a questionable mushroom in the moor, don't I? I also need to fix this inventory. The creation catalyst isn't a thing though yet, so we're going to have to wait for that.
I have many wares. Farewell, friend of the Grummles.
You can upgrade them if they drop from the M+ slot. Oh, I guess, yeah, you can probably use Valor to upgrade them, can't you? I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, you probably can. How far, though? I don't know. Alright, let's go find a questionable mushroom. Now, can these mushrooms only spawn? Now, I know this is going to sound like a really dumb question, but don't yell at me. Do these questionable mushrooms only come from mushrooms, or can you get them from things like nests? Because if they only come from the mushrooms, I'll just hunt out the, how is it, like 4 or 5 invasive mushrooms. How long do you reckon it'll be before we find another person in Korthia? I don't reckon we'll find anybody. Where's the chest? Despawned right in front of my eyes again. Type /U to check. Wow, I think there's one other people in Korthia. 2 players total. There's 1 person in Korthia. Where do they spawn? There's usually one up here somewhere. And it might just be worth just waiting for them, you know. So there's the yellow ones up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it 5? 5 different mushrooms a day. Invasive mushroom, there we go. 2 of them, double mushroom. Alright, come on. Questionable mushrooms, there we go. There we go. Got him. Back to Haven. Well, that was easier. That was easier than it was the other day. Right, this should be the last pet we need from Zereth Mortis as well. Let's, it's down here somewhere, isn't it? I think. Yeah, here we go. More touched geomental. Let's make sure the pets are healed. They are. Lovely. Yoink. Right, apparently you eat one of these questionable mushrooms down here somewhere, and this more touched geomental shows up. Down here, around here somewhere. Let's pop a mushroom. Eat at your own risk. Is it going to be a never lucky situation? Am I in the right place? I think I'm in the right place. Huh. I really should have checked this before I used the consumable, shouldn't I? Requires a questionable mushroom from Korthia to see it. Okay. Should we do some realm hopping, maybe? I think we need to do some... Is it going to show up as a regular pet? Oh! Hello, jailer. Good to see ya. Let's do a cheeky realm hop. Let's see if we can bounce about a bit. Somebody gonna let me in a group? There we go. Okay. What's this daily add-on called you use? The top left corner? Daily add-on? I mean, this at the top is called all the things. This is just a collection add-on. Gives you a big old list of everything you can collect in whichever zone you happen to be in. For the moment, I'm after this more touched geomental, but you're meant to come down here, and you're meant to. Hang on, let me wowhead this real quick. Wowhead. More touched geomental. All down this area, they look like these. Grab yourself a questionable mushroom. Come back to Zereth Mortis, round 6274. Eat the mushroom and look around for a bit. Found 3 of them just living their best life. Okay. In the cave, maybe? You need to go north a bit. Oh, that's a good point. Am I even in the right place? Oh, I'm not in the right place. I'm not even in the right place. They're up here, aren't they? Here we go. There's one down here somewhere. Where are you? There you are. Yoink. Got him. Oh, well, not yet, but you know. Right. That button. Then this button. Boom. Get in my box. First time. Woohoo! Easy game. Right, now to kill these. I think I saw something on Reddit similar, which shows your daily profession cooldown and all sorts of things. There's a within Trade School Master, it shows you a task list, and you can select which daily cooldowns you want it to show. I can't think of any specific add-on that shows that. Certainly not one that I use. Right, one scarabid. Get flocked. Right, this should be then. This should be the last pet that we need from Zereth Mortis. Need to remember to upgrade him to rare as well. We should have some stones, I think, still in our bags. Doodle-a-duh. Summon. And let's give him an overgrown one. Let's pew pew your father. Where's our battle stones? Is it these things? Instantly upgrade to rare. There we go. Boom. Lovely. That's every Zereth Mortis world pet. We'll call them world pets. We still have to get the protoform synthesis ones, but can we just get rid of this buff now? There we go. Go away. Nobody likes you, Mr. Jailer. Nobody likes you. Go away. Now, in theory, There's still a lot of pets I need to collect in Shadowlands. If we... Okay, we can't cheese this list unless we actually go there. But there's a bunch that I still need to collect from all the other zones. God knows how many I still need out here and all. Because I never did much of the collection stuff yet. Last patch of the expansion is always collection mode for me. You've kind of, for the most part, done the basic bits of the game. You've got the most gear, you do the most damage, you have flying. Now it's a time where you just go and collect things. For me, at least, anyway. How, all the way up here, did we attract a stupid raptor? Can't get a single moment's peace, can we? Is the big fishy fish up? No. I mean, he's there, but no. There's still one of these this anima charged yolk from the spheres, where you have to run around and tap the spheres. Still can't get that goddamn thing either. That one's annoying me. So we're close on this. We're close on lots of things now. It doesn't appear as if this number's going up very fast, but we are actually quite close to a lot of things. There's some stuff, though, that there's not a lot I can do about. I need to actually be Night Fae to get these, and I'm not Night Fae, so yeah. I could switch to Night Fae, though. I could switch to Night Fae. It would make sense, considering that it would actually benefit me from a DPS perspective. Not that I care so much about that. But just to collect all of these souls, maybe. Visit the Flight Master to cache? How are these not... How are they not cached? I'm working on the Korthia meta for that reason too. It's so time-gated though. Yeah, the Korthia one requires you to do all of the assaults and get a bunch of achievements from the assaults and stuff as well, I think. Alright, let's pew-pew you real quick. Yeah, I need to look at what is, you know, aggressively time gated and start working on anything that is time gated. But I'm really not that organised with that sort of stuff. Like I said, the annoying thing for me is that I realistically should just be spending a lot of time in Zereth Mortis just farming Genesis motes. And that annoys me. How are these not cached? Oh, I don't know. Do we need anything from the Corrupted Architect? I can't see the loot table when he's spawned. That's a smart oops, isn't it? I'm going to assume that I don't. I do though, actually, looking at it, I do have about 500 motes. We might have enough for another mount, you know. In fact, we've definitely got enough Genesis motes for another mount. Maybe we should head over and take a little look and see if we can make a mount. I want to try and work towards at least one new mount in Zereth Mortis every day. If I can get one mount a day, that's, you know, 20 minutes, half an hour of mote farming. Maybe, you know, farm a lattice, possibly, or just buy it off the auction house, let's be real. And then maybe try and find the rare material needed for the mount. Chip away at it slowly. Chip away at it slowly. Give people plenty of time to farm up all the Genesis motes and make all the pets and sell them to me nice and cheap. Okay, I'm visiting the Flight Master, and this seems to not make a blind bit of difference. Unless there's secret flight masters that I don't know. Oh, maybe it's these ones. Maybe I haven't actually pressed this one. Maybe I've never used this. Okay, it doesn't seem to even want to let me use it. Oh, because I'm in combat with a stupid flying rat. Goddamn pigeons. There we go. Get wrecked. There we go. Lovely stuff. I'm quite sure 500 Genesis modes is going to be enough for one of the mounts. We'll probably need to go get both a lattice and a rare thing of some sort for one of the mounts, but let's work out which one we need. Alrighty. Gold plate buffonid. We've got enough for you. Do we have? We've not collected you. What do we need? A bauble of pure innovation. How do we get a bauble of pure innovation? We've actually got the lattice as well. Bauble of pure innovation. Let's just go down the list. At this point, I'm quite willing to just go down the list and get the ones we need. So, what was it called? Bauble of pure innovation. From a cache? 0.3% chance to get it from a cache? I hope not. Tried looting the treasure twice now, and both times was met with a message there is no loot. Then the bauble disappeared and did not go into my bags. Also having this exact problem. Oh god. Obtained from inside the Exile Hollow Cave on the bed. Tooltip is a hint towards Firam's research. Also has a very long shared cooldown, so you might need to jump shards and switch between war mode on and off to get lucky finding it. Keep in mind you'll only ever need 2 of these, okay. So, where is it? Inside Exile's Hollow's Cave. 3549. Oh, that one. Oh, okay. Alright then. Let's grab one of those then. Let's fly our ass all the way back. We might as well go kill this rare while we're here. Rep's rep. Even if it's only 15 rep, we'll take it. Is he still alive? He's still alive. We'll go get the chest first then. Whoa! Hang on, hang on. Now we can go kill the rare. Oh! Woo! That was close. We almost missed it. Cut that a bit fine. Right. Yeah, it's that one, isn't it? Go this way. We can do a little bit of realm hopping. Maybe if any of you guys just happen to so be in Exile's Reach and have one spawned and wish to donate it. Streamer benefits. What's the add-on showing you what you've collected? This at the top here is called All the Things. A very dangerous add-on, be careful. A very dangerous add-on. It's addictive as all hell. Horde, sadly. Yeah, I need to do two things. I need to, one, potentially not be Alliance anymore, just because it's in 915. Obviously, the limitations will be lifted a little bit, but on this little bed, then we're saying, is that what we're saying? It spawns in here. Let's do some hoppy skippiness. Custom groups, find group. Let's just jump into some groups and see if we can get into one where it's spawned. Declined. Shocking performance. Oh no, that's a skinning farm. They're not going to invite me. Any luck? No. The problem is I can't easily see if I'm actually being shot, like phased. There should be loads of Acaris groups popping up all day though, shouldn't there? In the Raid Shadowlands section, the world boss groups have got auto invite. Oh. But what? There it is. Yoink. An hour to spawn my ass. A little bit of realm hopping, job done. Beautiful. There's our mount for the day. Ooh, forgotten treasure vault. Where has he gone? Hey, that's my third Progenitor Essentia from treasures today. My third today, and I've not even had the buff up. Now, I'm usually not that lucky. But for me to have got 3 Progenitor Essentia from about 10 treasure boxes today, that feels a bit fishy. Oh, I do need a second one of these though, don't I? For the Genesis Crawler. We'll get another one at some point. I still don't totally believe that that Pog Essence buff from the Gyros actually makes a blind bit of difference, you know. I'd kind of like to dig into the game code somehow and try and work out what that buff actually does. Because I think it's nothing more than cosmetic, you know. Not that I've done sufficient testing without the buff, but I've not really done sufficient testing with the buff even, but I still don't think it does a blind bit of the difference. Here we go, gold plate buff on it. Mount number 6. Mount number 6. Doo-doo. There he is, my golden frog boy. Woohoo! One more to the total. One more to the total. Up to 750 out of 1,049 Zereth Mortis stuff collected now. We're getting there slowly but surely. Boys and girls, though, I'm going to leave it there for today. I wanted it to be just a shorter stream today. I want to get back into the swing of things a little bit. Because, you know, I took an extra couple of days off. So we'll ease back into it slowly. I know we didn't do anything gold making as such today. But once again, I do thank you for joining. I hope you all had fun. We'll be back again tomorrow where we'll do some stuff. No idea yet. No idea yet. I'm really selling it well, aren't I? I might even get back into making YouTube videos soon as well. We'll see. We'll see. I need to get the passion for gold making back. I've lost it a little bit. Legendaries have broken me. It's very safe to say. But anyway, if you are making gold today, Mage Tower's a thing. Get on the Mage Tower. There's definitely going to be some profits to be had with some Mage Tower gear today, I would imagine. It doesn't appear as if it's been quite as hyped as it was the first time, but all the same, a new market is a new market. So investigate that, jump into the Discord, let me know how you do, and we'll take a little bit of a look at it all tomorrow. But enjoy the rest of your day, boys and girls. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.